Hello comrades, welcome back to Commander Brito-Ruskie-Ski today. Extra credits comrades, Afghanistan video. Let's take a look at how the British fucked up in Afghanistan. Comrades, if you're new here, you want more extra credits, reactions, subscribe comrades. Let's hit 800 subscribers or you know, not good stuff.
Afghanistan, graveyard of empires.
Yes, I guess comrades.
Where the great Soviets would stumble. But right now, September of 1897, the British Empire takes its turn playing out their own tragedy.
Okay comrades, so I'm guessing the British fuck up comrades, Afghanistan guerrilla fighters, militia, I don't know comrades. 1800s, weird time.
But not today.
Comrades, I do like the extra credits intro.
A great uprising had swept through India and nearly displaced the British forces there.
But the British, comrades, the British have too much power. So sad for little India, big India, thick.
Hold on to the jewel of their empire. Today is
the Crown Colony.
1897. Dawn comes to the very boundary of empire. We stand in the uncontrolled borderland that would today be just on the Pakistani side of the Pakistan-Afghan.
Because obviously, you know, borders back in the day, comrades, they weren't really concrete. Especially with Afghanistan. I thought the British gave a fuck.
This wild, untamed region for some time. They've built a string of forts to help them project power into the mountains tribeland. In this string of forts, there are two named Fort Gulistan and Fort Lockhart.
Gulistan.
These two forts stands a tiny...
Comrades, the hidden 8th Stan country, Gulistan.
Red Bear village called Saragarhi. It is
so this is what it's about.
Because in that village, the British had established a signaling post so that Fort Gulistan and Fort Lockhart could communicate with each other.
Fuck! Add! Okay, comrades, so... I'm going to guess that they try to invade the village, and well, I don't know, I'm gonna guess they fail, because, you know, the British are bullshit.
That post with a handful of Sikhs. Dawn breaks.
I'm gonna guess the village wins somehow. I don't know how though, how the fuck?
Over the last 10 days, there have been probing attacks on the fort.
Probing?
Sense that something is brewing. Everybody is on high alert.
That's some nice tea, you know.
And begin their morning tasks. The air is dry, thin in the mountain passes. The day is clear. Someone tells a joke to break the tension, and everybody laughs, but the feeling remains. One of the lookouts...
Is that a true story, or did you make that shit up? So, very deep, big detail.
Stations. The signalman operates a tiny hand-cranked mirror that lets him send messages to the forts by making Morse code out of flashes of light. He signals Fort Lockhart to let them know the situation. Fort Lockhart signals back that they count at least 14 standards, at least 10,000 tribesmen, once allied with the British, but now in full revolt.
Oh
and
shit!
They are descending on the fort,
this is not going too
well.
well.
Signaling post standing in their way. All around the signalmen, the rest of the unit is piling up ammunition and barring the gates of their tiny compound. The signalman sends a fateful message. Can you send help? There's a moment's delay.
Oh shit, okay, so it's gonna break out into battle, I see this shit. Still don't know how Morse code works. How the fuck you blink in light and you know what? No. Bullshit. British bullshit.
Their commander, Ishar Singh, knows that they could still make a break for it.
Is what?
But Ishar calmly tells them what they are, in their hearts, already prepared for. They will stay, and they will fight. They will delay the oncoming tribesmen as long as possible.
Oh
shit. They will buy the forts the time they need to call in reinforcements. There is no disagreement, no mutiny or desertion. There is only a quiet acknowledgement as the men get back to work.
Oh shit. Comrades, you know what? Respect to the men, comrades, fighting for that village, comrades.
Throughout the day, he will never stop relaying the events. The sound of the onrushing horde grows louder.
Oh, no.
Rifles crack. Then the horde is upon them, assaulting the outer wall.
The tribesmen are fucking big balls, comrades, to just attack the British Empire like that.
Tribesmen, but they are like the sea, rolling back, reforming, and then rushing forward again.
Ooh, comrades, what do you know about rolling down in the sea?
Field in front of the signal post. 20 rifles roaring against 10,000. But this time, it's not enough to break the charge. Shells pepper the rough-hewn walls. One of the signal company falls dead. Then the enemy is at the wall.
Oh shit!
Clambering up, determined. A brief melee, knives and swords and bayonets and rifle butts.
Okay, wait. So are the people at Saragarhi, they working for the British and are waiting for reserves to help them? Is that what's happening? And is the tribes attacking them? Okay, I think I see what's happening here.
Dust under the baking sun. The bodies of the fallen are carried back to the inner wall.
So sad.
Each is a friend, one of only 21 holding this station, and that number is dropping. Shouts are heard from outside the wall. The tribe's leaders are promising the Sikhs wealth, safety, positions of importance if they just abandon their post.
Ooh.
No man budges. The sun falls.
Comrades, keep fighting. So I'm gonna guess they win. They have to win, comrades. I'm rooting for them.
To the low brush that clings to the hills surrounding the fort.
Oh no.
The Sikhs look out, trying to see the shapes of their foes through the thick gray smoke. Then the signalman shouts. The neighboring fort has flashed a dire warning. From their position on the hill, the fort spotted a handful of tribesmen coming out of the smoke on a blind approach to the side of the signal.
Oh no, they're gonna say we're not sending anyone.
Ishar Singh barks orders, breaking off a handful of men to defend the breach. When shots sound from the flanking attack, the main force again rushes the main gate.
I'm gonna guess they don't send troops or something.
All combat deteriorates to a desperate melee with bayonet,
Oh,
knife,
fuck.
boot, and sword. Tribesman after tribesman falls to the Sikhs' cold steel, but the weight of numbers takes its toll. Inch by inch, the Sikhs are pushed back.
See, comrades, it doesn't matter how well trained you are, comrades. If there's thousands and thousands bitches coming at you, you're kind of fucked. I mean, maybe they win, so maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
Soon there are only
And neither do you.
of the signal troop left. Ishar Singh orders his men to fall back, to retreat to the comparative safety of the inner wall and remount a defense. But they can't break and get through the gate without giving their attackers an opening to force their way through.
Oh no.
Ishar knows this. He tells his men to go, and then bellows, charging the swarming tribesmen with sword and pistol.
Legend, comrades! He knows his shit, comrades! He's like, hey, you know what? All of you gonna be bitches, not me.
Stains the rock, but it is enough. His men have taken to the inner wall and formed a second defensive position. He knew, and they know, that the position is still hopeless,
This
but
is
will buy the forts more time, and cost their assailants more dearly. Fewer than a dozen men now stands to return fire.
This is some
Every
British
shot fired
bullshit
into the
here,
swarming
comrades.
mass
When do the
will
reserves
almost
come in?
certainly fail. But axes and clubs and rifle butts hammer against
Rifle
the
butts?
to the inner wall. It's not long before the gate comes crashing down.
Oh no.
The signalman sends out one final message.
I'm gonna guess if you don't have machine guns and shit at this time, they just go
back up in its leather case and affixes his bayonet to his rifle. The men from the fort can only watch.
Comrades, his name is Sterling.
He is the last Sikh alive in the fort. For a moment, they cheer as he fells one tribesman and then another, and then 18 more. The tribesmen pull back, and for a moment the troops are hopeful, but then they see the smoke.
Oh
The
no.
assailants have lit the signal station on fire. Later, it will be reported
he
that
die?
the signalman yelled the Sikh battle cry over and over as the fires burned. Bole Sonihal Sat Sri Akal, or shout aloud in ecstasy.
Oh,
True
shit.
is the great timeless one. The signal post is taken, but the 21 Sikhs stand have bought their neighboring forts the time they needed. By the time the rebelling tribesmen attack, the forts have been reinforced.
Oh shit! So they all sacrificed themselves
The
for...
British take that little signaling post in that
Oh,
tiny mountain
shit.
village of Saragarhi. They find that the 21-man signaling unit had left behind hundreds of enemy casualties. The Battle of Saragarhi is the only time in British military history where every single soldier involved in a military action was awarded the highest military honor available to them.
Oh,
You can argue how much impact their sacrifice had, of course. The British would lose all influence over Afghanistan in less than 25 years, and would lose control over India 1 month before the 50th anniversary of this battle.
Oh,
But this
fuck.
battle serves to remind us of all the groups that have sacrificed to make great nations great. The groups that we sometimes forget when we talk merely about...
That's some insane shit! So they all sacrificed themselves and the British Empire went on, comrades. You know, this is some good, some negatives, comrades, obviously. But you know what? Big respect to these people, wow.
120 years later.
That was a really good video. For some reason, this really reminds me of the Charge of the Dead Men that happened in World War I, comrades. Well, all of the Russians knew they were dead, comrades, but they kept fighting for the Empire. That sort of reminds me of that, comrades. That was a really good video. I really enjoyed that shit. Go subscribe to Extra Credits, comrades. And yes, obviously this was a small footnote in history, though, comrades. But you know, it's interesting to look at. You know, this not the bigger picture, just little bit of detail, comrades. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed this video. Leave a like, subscribe, and make sure to let communism strike again.